Hey guys, welcome back to CRYYY TAROT. So listen, I'm just coming from the Dollar Tree or the $1.25 tree, whatever you want to call that shit now. But anyway, so I'm coming out the store and I see these two little young cats come out the store. One of them got a nose ring, like a nose. I don't know if it's in the side of his nose or if it's the band that go around the shaft of your nose. You know what I mean? To make you look like a bull or whatever. But it was chrome. Whatever color it was chrome. Because I really didn't stare at him. So this little young cat, he appeared to be. It was two of them now. He appeared to be the softer one of the two. So to me, it looked as if they could have possibly been brothers. You know what I mean? But then again I said, well, shit, you never know these days. I was like, because shit, damn near everybody out here is pretty much bisexual, gay, or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? And so I was saying to myself, I said, damn, is everybody out here like that? I said, is all these punks out here some punks? Like, what's really going on? So I said, so the average nigga is a punk. And that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But I don't mean just man. I mean men and women. If you are a worldly person, more than likely, these people have crossed over to the other side. And I mean not just men, women as well. So then that brought me to the frame of mind of this. So the spirit is saying, you know what? There's a reason why I wage spiritual warfare on you. Because you trying to jump out there and be in the world and you don't even know what type of people you're really dealing with. And I do remember this guy telling me, the younger guy that's part of my spiritual warfare, he's like, baby be talking to people, she be talking to people and she don't even really know, what they really like. And when he said that, I caught an attitude like, how the hell you gonna tell me what I know? You know what I mean? And what I don't know. So, lo and behold, boy was he correct. Boy was he right. You feel me? So, I was like, okay. And this is from my experiences and from what I'm feeling during spiritual warfare. And, one day I was going through a heavy spiritual warfare like a couple of months ago. And I was saying to myself, please, Lord, get this away from me. And this, that, and the third. And the Lord made me do, like a will test. Like, will you respect that I am your Lord? Will you respect that I am, first in your life? Will you, acknowledge that I come first before any man? Things of that nature. So I had to go through a will test for real. And it was almost like, I was marrying myself to the Lord first. And I want you all to know that's the purpose of your spiritual warfare. Because, as chosen ones or as ones of righteous, of a righteous mind, you don't really know what you're not a worldly person. So you really don't know what be going on and happening out in these streets. Yeah, you have people that you look at and you can say, oh yeah, that person might be gay. Just because they look gay, some of the ones that look gay aren't gay. You know what I mean? You don't really know. That is the whole point that the spirit is trying to let you know. So the spirit is trying to let you know that you done jumped out here, dealt with a karmic masculine. And for your information, somebody out here, and it's just the information that I'm getting and the feeling that I get, as I go through this spiritual warfare. And I'm talking about including myself. One of those masculines is gay as hell, okay? It's the one that's been sending the punks towards you. And I don't mean punk in a negative way. I mean punk, that's what they call it out here. So I call it like the fuck I see it and like I hear it. You get what I'm saying? And as a righteous person, you don't like gay. I'm getting hot, y'all, as I say this. You don't like, anything that is not of God. So from, what your understanding is of the world, that being gay or being bisexual or being, LGBTQ, that is not of the Lord. That's what we learn, and that is what the Spirit tells us. The Spirit tells us that He is of man and of woman. Okay? That's just what it is out here. when it comes to the Lord. The Lord is of man and the Lord is of woman, and the union and the beautiful union that they, can have together. I say can have together because half the time, when you jump out there and you don't know what you're doing, you're not letting the Lord bring this person to you. You end up fighting and fussing and doing all that stuff. Well, anyway, that is what the Lord is trying to bring us chosen ones to, a beautiful union that you have been looking for. But since you have been, pretty much being directed to stay in the house, stay off the streets, you know what I mean? Don't be of that world. You think because that's what the spirits are telling you, and that's good because the spirits are guiding you to stay away from a certain way of life that's been out here in the world. Well, a lot of the people you've been dealing with are worldly than a mug. That includes your sister, your mama, and a lot of the people that hate on the energy that you bring. You know what I mean? But that is their direction of life, to be worldly. So I say all that to say this: the Lord intentionally waged spiritual warfare on you because you out here done took up residence and meaning physical residence as far as having sex and things of that nature with motherfuckers that you don't even know. You don't even know what type of. You don't know just because you go by the way they look. Hold on, I'm lighting my herb, and this is. Hold on, y'all. For your information, this is mullein and peppermint. This ain't no weed. All right, so we gonna get that right. Because I don't smoke weed no more. Anyway, because I got to get my, and this mullein right here, although I got it in a blunt wrapper, and it's not a blunt wrapper, it's actually a grape zigzag wrap, or it'll be an apple zigzag wrap, because that's the kind that I use. But anyway, with that being said, you out here messing with these junior mint type motherfuckers and you don't even know what you're really doing. So the Lord waged spiritual warfare on you because he's like, listen here, you are allowing these entities inside that godly body of yours that I help you help you create, okay, and mold and build and have the mind frame of, and then you around here letting just any old thing in your body. When these people ejaculate in your body and kiss you and do all that stuff, you letting demons in, is what he's trying to tell you. All right. And hopefully you're following what you need to do, and you're passing the eclipse of the heavy spiritual warfare. And trust me, if you made it this far and you're listening to this video, then you done went through a lot of the heaviest parts of it, for real. But there's still that lingering energy of those who don't want to let go. All right. Those evil entities and evil spirits who love how this energy feel that you have. Matter of fact, they haven't ever experienced this type of energy in their life because they were too freaking worldly. All right. They don't even know what it's like to really have. They didn't know what it was like to have real, true, beautiful, purified love. All right. But you gave them that opportunity. That wasn't what the Lord wanted them to have. The Lord wanted them to have whatever they was getting, because whatever they were getting is what they wanted. All right. And you just didn't know what you were getting yourself into. And don't take that personal. Take that as a learning lesson, because you went through a lot of shit because you didn't actually listen to the Lord when he told you don't go that direction. You went on any damn way, just like I did. And now this is where you end up. But then too, you knew you were going to have to face, that dark part or whatever part. You don't really know that you didn't have to, but you just felt like there really wasn't no way of getting around it. So let me just dive out there and see what it is. You felt like you were at a certain mature state of mind to do it. And that's cool because the Lord prepared you for that. But I just wanted to say, man, the Lord put that warfare in your face for a reason, because you need to be more mindful of the spirits that you're dealing with, because you're dealing with a lot of demonic evil spirits and you let them into the Lord's chapel, and that's not what he wants. All right. He's trying to tell you, be more careful. Listen to what I'm telling you. You are a spiritual being. So you heard the Lord when the Lord said, don't go that way. The Lord gave you all kind of messages about these karmic individuals, male or female, that you're dealing with. So anyway, with all that being said, just know that there are so many people out here that dive into that lifestyle. That's what it is out here. If you're dealing with a worldly person, whether they look like it or not, more than likely they're gay. All right. If they're not gay, they've dealt with somebody of that type of, because that's what it is out in the streets. And that's what they get used to and what's called accustomed to. So if they're not gay, they've come across some type of somebody that may have tried to do that what is that down low wink and all this stuff. You don't know whether that person or not, that you're dealing with actually acknowledge that wink, or if they're actually like that. From my personal experiences with this spiritual warfare, whether they look gay or not, they are. A lot of them deal with cocaine and being alcoholics and get all horny and shit, and then I guess whatever it is what they do, whether it's male or female. And if you are a product of your environment, so if you're dealing with a worldly person, then more than likely they done did some worldly ass type of shit. Right on. So, I said all that to say, respect your boundaries, man. You know what I'm saying? Get to know a person. What the Lord is trying to let you do, what the Lord is having you do during spiritual warfare, is getting to know that person from the inside out. We, as a lot of times as chosen ones, we get so ridiculed and everything, you know what I mean, and then do what's called, put you in a situation, and plus two, you know what I mean, you just had a real trusting way of the world out there that you just say, okay, he looks or appears to be. And then you overlook what the Lord told you to do. Don't mess with that person. You do it any damn way. All right? And then you stumble and run up on a demonic individual that God didn't want to have. You let enter into his beautiful sanctuary, which is your body. All right? So continue to cleanse those in your energies. Continue to know that if you're dealing with a worldly person, then more than likely they done did some of the worldly ass shit out here. This is just what goes on. If people pay attention to what happens on TV, what they see, how, the rainbow community of mugs, and how they, acknowledge that lifetime and accept each other. So you've got to the point, you're like, damn. So just being this way is acceptable. Matter of fact, I might even try this shit myself, or you have. And you allow that energy off up into your body, and that's not what God wanted, okay? Well, anyway, I ain't gonna let this video be too long, because to me, they take a little bit to upload when you get past about when you go up into 6 to 8 and 12 minutes. For some reason, this shit takes a little longer. But anyway, with all that being said, you know what I mean? Continue to smoke your herb, drink your water. You see what I'm saying? Drink your water. Quit fucking with these junior mint ass motherfuckers out here. You hear me? Because it ain't nothing junior about the Lord. You heard what the fuck I said, y'all? Well, anyway, thank you so much for listening to CRYYY Tarot. I'm Lady Crybaby, the Empath Empress. Peace and Oscar Niche, y'all.